We made it across the Oodnadatta track, and in this video we're taking a look around Coober Pedy, a really interesting place with lots to see and lots of tourist attractions. Our choice for accommodation was Coober Pedy Views, which we found on Hip Camps. Very affordable, and it's an elevated pad that looks out over the desert from Coober Pedy, sort of out towards Williams Creek and the Oodnadatta track. You need to be self-contained, but with the elevated site there, it's just a terrific view. And Karen, the owner, was incredibly helpful. Gave us an information guide for Coober Pedy, told us what to expect, told us the places that were really cool to see, and set us up for the whole time we're in Coober Pedy. There's fire pits on the site. It's hard to get wood in the Coober Pedy area, so suggest if you're staying there, you stock up, and you can sit down as it gets a bit cooler at night in the desert areas and light up the fire and enjoy a quiet one. It was quite amazing with our stay. Towards the end, the weather closed in. We just got across the Oodnadatta track because of rain, and it was on its way again. You'll see from one of the pictures I've put into this video that there was a rainbow right across the area, and the track's all closed again for nearly a week. We had some friends who went out and were stuck out there for 3 days, so please make sure you keep an eye on the weather conditions, because once it gets wet out on the tracks, there's no way you can really progress. You got to wait it out and wait for it to dry. Our suggestion for the first place that's really good to see in Coober Pedy is the Winch 360, which is a big winch on top of a hill. Looks around and you can actually see the whole of Coober Pedy. You get a perspective on the town. We probably expected everything to be underground, but there's a fair bit above ground. And there's another big blower on top of the hill as well, so it was good to get a perspective on the place. The second place we visited was the Serbian church, which was just for a donation. I think it's a $5 donation each, but the work that's in there, the beautiful artwork and stained glass, and just the fact that it's pretty much all underground was just out of this world. Very much worth having a look around. Next stop was Crocodile Harry's. Crocodile Harry's is quite eclectic sort of artwork that a guy called Harry, who's since passed away, I think it's Tim who runs it now, had put together. A bit of an adults only place, because I believe Harry did all that and used to enjoy the company of a few people staying over, so it's well worth a view, but be cautious with the teenage kids. It was time to go and have a look at the mining scene and the Old Timers Mine, which in fact there's a free camp or a low-cost camp next to it. It gets pretty busy. You can have a look around and see what life used to be like underground. It's fascinating to see. It's pretty much the old world Coober Pedy that existed, and gives you a good insight into how they lived and how they mined and what they did. We had lunch at the underground pub, which has got a really limited menu. It's not quite what I expected. It's got lots of motel rooms and a bar that's apparently been recently renovated. It doesn't sort of jump off the page as a mining underground pub at all. You're welcomed by a big sign over the door saying pokies. We didn't get terribly excited about it, sorry to say. A guided tour at Tom's underground mine is really well worth doing. It's a big mine, and it's a mine that was quite active and quite profitable for the owner. We were fortunate enough to be taken around by the owner and learnt how much money could be made out of opals. He's still sort of doing the work and still digging some holes and does dugouts and all sorts of things, but this was well worth doing. It gave us a great insight into the overall mining process, and the tour was fantastic. I'd certainly recommend it, and he's still developing the site, putting in new areas, and still looking for that elusive opal. We didn't see Faye's underground house, but we're told that's terrific. It's just the timing didn't work for us, so don't have much to offer there. We really enjoyed Coober Pedy. It was interesting. It's hard to sort of get to meet the real people because it's all sort of a tourist town now, but it's a place where you can go and just enjoy having a look at the way things used to be. And after this video, we're heading off north and we're going up to Uluru. It's a fair drive. We're going to take a fairly long drive up and get started early in the morning. Looking forward to seeing all the route. Never done it before, so stay tuned for the next video, and please subscribe if you like this one.